What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. Even though it's not a movie, we're talking about a series, X-Men 97, Episode 3. Yeah, I'm reviewing episode by episode because I'm truly invested. So if you haven't checked out my review of X-Men 97, Episodes 1 and 2, don't forget to check those out. Episode 3 aired this week, and this episode, spoiler alert, so if you haven't seen Episode 3, stop the tape, cut it off, pause it, close the laptop, go what? But open it back up and watch the episode, but then close it again. But spoiler alert. So in this episode, you know, at the end of episode 2, we know that a Jean Grey lookalike just shows up to the mansion. They just like, yo, what the hell is this? And so she on the couch passed out or whatever, and we find out that in fact the Jean Grey lookalike that just stumbled to the crib after Beast did his research on the genetic DNA level. Cause you know Hank McCoy gonna give you that Ancestry.com. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give you the science. He had his lab coat on. You know what's funny about Beast? Whenever he's working just on something, he gonna throw that lab coat on. Like he like, hey man, I ain't wearing nothing else but drawers and just blue fur. But when I'm being scientific, I'm gonna throw the lab coat on. What is it about the lab coat that makes everything official? Like, yo, listen, I know I'm furry and I'm in drawers, but I'm gonna put the lab coat over the top of the drawers just to let you know I'm working on science. So he discovers that, yo, this woman right here is the real Jean Grey. This girl laying here, I done did the DNA test, I done did the carbon, all that. This woman is older, therefore, even though y'all are identical, this one on the couch is the real Jean, and the other Jean is like, nah, man, I'm Jean. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jean, but science, nah, man, science. I'm Jean, and Hank is just like, but he has his little, you know, his little sample. It's like, nah, and she was like, man, this sample. I'm Jean. Scott, tell him. And Scott was holding the baby. He was like, he didn't say nothing. He was just like, I mean, science be sciencing. You can't argue. You can't emotion your way out of science. Science is gonna science. It's gonna tell you. Hey, you seen Maury Povich? You know what I'm saying? Maury Povich should have showed up and be like, yo, man, this is the real Jean. Obviously, that affects the fake Jean because it's like, yo, I thought I was Jean. Scott, you don't believe me? Hey, man, listen. He holding the baby. I just don't know. So it turns out that was the real Jean Grey. So she has a mental breakdown on this and just like, yo, I thought that was me the whole time. And then turns out Mr. Sinister is involved in this. He made a Jean Grey clone and infused her with all the memories of Jean, so she had no clue. And so that makes her snap. So now she's unleashing her powers. She got the Jean Grey powers, but she also has the powers of illusions and like kind of like a sorceress in a sense, because she becomes the Goblin Queen. So now everybody in the mansion is just seeing wild visuals and just like, you know, Gambit's looking for Rogue, and then she finds Rogue and Magneto, but they skin to skin. Like Rogue is inside Magneto's skin, and it's just like crazy visuals. And they just like, yo, what the hell is going on? So it turns out that the Goblin Queen has manifested herself, and she's creating these wild visions. So they're just trying to stop her, and they managed to stop her with the help of the real Jean Grey. So they go on the mission. Magneto's like, yo, if Mr. Sinister's behind this, let's go bust his ass. Let's do this, man. Let's pull up on him. Wolverine and them, a few of y'all stay with the real Jean Grey. Let's go down there and handle this. That's what I like about Magneto. Professor X would have been like, but wait. We have to make sure our heart and mind is solid before we just run up and attack Mr. Sinister. Magneto's like, fuck that. Let's pull up on him and handle this. They separate and they go down there. So they do battle with the Goblin Queen. Jean Grey shows up again telepathically to assist in that battle. She's just trying to connect and be like, yo, I'm the real Jean and your memories are valid even though you are a clone. So they just had to find a way to connect and disconnect from Mr. Sinister's mind control. And so what she was able to do was tap into the love that you know is real, and that love is the baby you had. That's your baby. The real Jean Grey, I never had a kid because I was That was MIA. So, y'all smashed and then had the baby. That love for Nathan, the baby, that's real. So she taps into that and is like, yeah, you right, man. This is it then. So she comes to terms with she is the clone, but that's her baby. Meanwhile, when they captured the baby, Mr. Sinister, he infused that baby with the legacy virus, I believe. So now there's a dilemma. Nathan has the virus, so it's just like, the only way they could save Nathan is to go into the future where they have the technology and the medical know-how to handle that virus. So Bishop has to take Nathan into the future. Only Bishop can go. And so Cyclops is just like, no, I don't want to abandon my boy. I was abandoned. I don't want to abandon. I can't get with this. He punched the wall. He was dramatic. He was like, nah. I guess that's easy for me to say because I've never been in that situation. But all right, Scott, chill. You being dramatic again, man. They opened up Cyclops right, but now he being hella dramatic again in Scott Summers fashion. But I get it. It sucks. And then, but Madelyne is infusing the baby like memories and talking to him, so he knows that he wasn't abandoned. That it was just. And if you don't know who Nathan Summers is, he becomes Cable, so that's why he ends up in the future and all that, and this, that, and the third. So the Jean Grey clone, she's like, yo, my name is Madelyne Pryor. She just made up a name. I don't know where she got that from. She's just like, yo, man, I'm Madelyne Pryor, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm going to just walk around and figure my life out since I'm just a fraud out here. And shout out to you, though, the real Jean. You know what I'm saying? You can get back to your life. I got to start fresh from here. And my baby gone. But you. I'm out. That's essentially what episode 3 was all about. I enjoyed it because I was a fan of the Inferno storyline in the original X-Men comics where they fought the Goblin Queen. I thought it was dope how they handled it. I was just like, yo, this is dope. The visuals was crazy when she was wilding out and, giving them these crazy visuals. And I just enjoyed it. And Mr. Sinister gets on my last nerves because he's just so sinister and creepy looking. I'm tired of him messing with people's minds, man. But forget all that, man. You want to know the Smooth Jazz review of episode 3? Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm giving episode 3 4 saxophones out of 5. Here's my thing, man. I know it's a clone, but ladies and fellas, you come back, you find out your man has smashed another woman that was supposedly you, but they smashed Raw and had a baby, and you got to come back to that. Even though everything is you. She looked just like you, talked just like you. It's you, but it's not you. But it's you. But it's not you. You gonna be good with that? Like low key? Can you be jealous? Because it's you, but it wasn't you though. So technically, Cyclops smashed 2 women, and it was but it was the same woman, but it wasn't. I just want to know, could y'all handle it? And fellas, you know what I'm saying? Your girl, she thought it was you giving her the pumps, but it was another man, but it looked like you, but the sperm was different, dog. I don't know, man. That's a tough situation. All right, peeps, that's my review of X-Men 97 episode 3. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section below. For those of you worried about Storm, she does show up at the end of the episode, as you saw, and she meets Forge, who we know from the future, and he's like, yo, man, let me help you. I think I can help you with your little dilemma. So they might go on their little quest to get Storm's powers back, too. So, because I know everybody was sad about that, including myself. So I like what they doing with this series. But let me know in the comment section below how you feel. And also, how would you feel on that question? Me personally, if I come back and I'm like, yo, my girl smashed me, even though it wasn't me, I wouldn't be mad. I was just like, well, I mean, it is me, but it wasn't. So you get a pass, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But then later on, you'd be like, so was he better than me? Was it the same? Did you notice the difference in the pumps? I got questions on that. But I ain't going to be tripping because it is me. But it's not me. And then later on, when you have an argument, why don't you just go back to the fake me? Madelyne Pryor is his name, or whatever the hell his name is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.